Repeal, replace Obamacare, and we're going to come up with a much better plan.
We're coming out with a health care plan that I think will be terrific.
We're going to have a plan that is so much better than Obamacare. Secretary Alex Acosta just came up with a great health care plan. Secretary Azar coming out an additional plan in a very short period of time. Wait till you see the plans we have coming out literally over the next 4 weeks. We're signing a health care plan within 2 weeks. A full and complete health care plan.
Just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan.
First, I have to grab my P.F. Chang's out of the microwave, and then I'll have the whole plan for you. He's been saying this since 2015. At what point are we the idiots? Speaking of idiots, Robert Kennedy Jr. and his anti-vax advisors at the CDC, a.k.a. Mumsford and Sons, had a big meeting today. They're going to vote tomorrow on whether to change the recommendation for when to give babies the hepatitis B vaccine. The hepatitis B vaccination is recommended currently for children just after birth. Kennedy wants that delayed until after the baby's first brainworm. And the safest and most effective vaccines we have, right? Right, Guillermo?
Right, Jimmy, yeah.
It has reduced childhood hepatitis by 99%. It has an excellent safety record, and it's cheap to make. Changing the recommendation, it's like telling kids to wash their hands before they poop. It makes no sense. And we're already seeing vaccination levels are going way down because the government isn't making people do this. If RFK has his way, we could see all the old diseases making a comeback. Measles, whooping cough, chickenpox, rubella, diphtheria, and maybe worst of all,
Chiseki.
and we don't want that. We do not want it. I know I don't want it. We're going to be seeing a lot of that in the months to come. Organization was once a bloated, useless entity that blew $50 million per year while delivering no peace. So they named it after another bloated, useless entity that delivered no peace. Trump, of course, visited his new building this morning to take credit for his work bringing together the leaders of Rwanda and the Congo.
I want to thank the two courageous leaders. They are courageous leaders. They really are courageous leaders, great people. President Tshisekedi.
Perfect. Could we hear that again?
Tshisekedi.
Now, the president's name is Tshisekedi, President Tshisekedi. From the Congo, they call it Congo. But don't interrupt Donald Trump when he's in the middle of a little stroke. This conflict between Rwanda and the Congo has been going on for decades. Millions of people have been killed. They're still fighting as of today. But that didn't stop Dr. Arda the Deal from acting like he mediated a dispute between neighbors over a broken sprinkler head.
I think they liked each other a lot. I spent time with them. I think they liked some people may be surprised. I really do. I think they've spent a lot of time killing each other, and now they're going to spend a lot of time hugging, holding hands, and taking advantage of the United States of America economically like every other country does. Look at them. Look at the way they love each other. Thank you.
Well, that doesn't look like love to me. That looks like Melania's version of love to me. Which leader was that again?
Tshisekedi.
And then it was time for the Nobelephant in the room to take a well-deserved victory nap, one of many.
Welcome, welcome. I am Jimmy, your host. Big night here in Hollywood. If you looked up from your phone, you may have noticed the Super Moon, the third in 3 months at this point. I feel like the moon is checking on us. You guys okay down there? This morning at the Dry Bar, I found out I was the third most trending person on Google for 2025. I'm not sure if that's good because number 1 is a singer who spells his name with a 4 and is a murder suspect. Number 2 is Kendrick Lamar, who murdered Drake at the Super Bowl. And then there's me, who hasn't murdered anyone. Somehow I even finished ahead of the Pope. Sorry, Leo. I saw a site where you can bet on anything, and they had me at even money to finish in the top 5 searches. I bet against myself and lost. So when my kids don't get a go, cart for Christmas, it's Google's fault. Lesson, never bet against yourself. Pantone announced the 2026 color of the year, Cloud Dancer, also known as white. Trump wanted orange, obviously. Speaking of Trump, he visited the newly renamed Donald J. Trump, United States Institute of Peace and Casino. He mispronounced one of the African leaders' names and then acted like he personally solved a decades-long conflict. Moments later, he took a victory nap. Meanwhile, millions of Americans could face higher health insurance costs next year if subsidies aren't renewed. Somehow the states hit hardest are all red states. Trump has promised a new health care plan for almost 10 years. Coming in 2 weeks. Still nothing. At this point, we're the fools. And finally, RFK Jr. wants to delay the hepatitis B vaccine for babies, despite it being safe and effective. If he gets his way, we might see old diseases return, and nobody wants that.